All right, but listen, speaking of standing up for homosexual rights, Blac Chyna done laid Tyga out this week on social media, baby. When I tell you, look,
Wait.
the old Jason Lee would have felt some type of way because outing people and attacking children, except for who's in Atlanta, is not. It's against the rules here at Hollywood Unlocked. We do not out people. We don't attack children. Now, for years, we've heard about, Tyga allegedly liking transsexual women. Remember, there was that one woman that posted Tyga's penis. It's all over the internet. Pause this right now. Go to your phone and Google it. It's pretty big and nice. But anyway, it's there, right? So this transsexual had posted this penis picture a long time ago. And, everybody had their woo-ha about it. I got into a big fight with B. Scott because B. Scott had broke the story at the time. And I felt like as Black people, gay people, we should not be outing people because in our community, the coming out process is a very delicate process that a lot of people, unfortunately, end their lives over. Well, Tyga hasn't ended his life, nor has his career been ended, but he has been outed by his baby mama, friend to the show, Blac Chyna. Now, Blac Chyna posted some cryptic, no, they ain't cryptic. Maybe she posted some tweets. This is what she said. Tyga loves trans. Me too. And then she went on to say, tell the truth, Tyga.
Yikes.
So,
that was clear. That was not cryptic, Jason, at all.
Well, Damage Blue, at this point, the whole world is now talking about it. Social media is on fire. We posted them on Hollywood Unlocked. But I have to say, after what DaBaby has done at Rolling Loud, I have no sympathy for these hip-hop stars being outed. Whether you're being outed by your mama, baby mama, your brother, your cousin, or the homie who sucked you off for a PS5 controller. Like, I'm not having any empathy anymore, although I love Tyga in a non-sexual way. I don't feel bad for him. What do you think?
Woo. Now, here's the thing, right? Is this just a case of a domestic baby mama, baby daddy situation, and this is going online? Maybe they're in a rough spot right now. Do we just take Chyna's words as truth just because she tweeted it? That's where I'm at with this.
Well, since we're talking about signs, Chyna's a Taurus. We don't lie. I believe her. We will hurt you with the truth. Here's the thing. I'm conflicted. I am a big proponent of Angela and the way that she sometimes doesn't get the credit for how strong she is. However, I do feel a way. I'm going to always feel a way about people being outed just because, like to Jason's point earlier, it is such a delicate thing and there are other people involved. I also want to point out that trans people do need to be loved. And so there's nothing wrong with liking transgender women. They need to be loved too. Desirability is a thing that all human beings need touch. I'm just sad that whatever's happening between Tyga and Chyna in real life has translated on Twitter, but I don't disbelieve her. I've never seen her lie. I don't think she's a liar, so I believe her.
Well, word on the street. Word on the street. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Word on the street is that Tyga and Chyna used to go to these sex parties and hook up with trans women. That is what I heard. Now, I don't know that to be true. My opinion is if she's saying that you love trans and so do I, based on what I've heard in the past, what the streets have said, that sounds to be true. I also understand from word on the street is that Tyga was going to put the trans girl Nikita Dragon in his OnlyFans. I don't know in what capacity or what she was going to be doing, but I understand that she was going to be in his OnlyFans. Now, here's the deal, Tyga. If you love trans girls, bravo. Nobody cares. Right. Where people are going to care is when your baby mama has to tell us before you.
Now, I'm just going to ask a question. Now, if he was to be in, is he supposed to put out an announcement saying that he loves trans women? Is that something he's supposed to do?
Yes. And you know what?
Yoba did that. Malik Yoba was in the same position.
No. She did not do that. She did not do that. Miss Malik said she was trans attracted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
That wasn't, and she went on the Breakfast Club because she knew that they were going to let her get away with it. You can't sit here trans attractive. I can smell out the trans attractive. What is it? I'd have never heard of trans attracted until that day. People in the streets were talking about Malik Yoba loving trans women for years. And so the fact that you went on the Breakfast Club to talk to these heterosexual people in what you thought would be a safe environment, when Malik knew he was invited to the show by other people to come here and he passed it up. Why? Because he knew he would have to come here and explain the trans attraction. These men, Blue and Damage, They don't own loving trans women or gay boys, gay men, whatever. They are trans attracted and evading responsibility or the obligation to clarify because of the fear of what's going to happen to them.
So if you go back and watch, and Jason, you're right, but if you go back and watch the clip, Malik Yoba knew that he was not equipped to have that conversation on his own. So we have to give credit. We always give credit to Damage when Damage is like, okay, I'm the straight guy. Explain it to me slow, right? Malik was honest. He was like, look, I'm not equipped to have this conversation. So he actually had my very good friend, David Johns from the National Black Justice Coalition, is actually on that Breakfast Club interview, sitting next to Malik the entire time, translating things properly for him in a way that does make sense. And David would be happy to come on this show if you guys want him to. But he wanted to make sure that we were not demonizing, to your point earlier, the trans women. We were talking about Malik and his attraction and the scandal that happened to him without demonizing the women who were involved. So that interview was probably done in the cleanest way that I've ever seen someone in the limelight try to do this. He knew not to have that conversation by himself. He had experts sitting next to him, making sure that he was on the right side of history. I commend him for that, at least.
I saw the interview. Shout out to David Johns. He's more than welcome to come on the show. I thought the interview was watered down. I thought that it was too padded for safety. It gave him too much. Like, I think they're definitely, because there was a trans girl in that room. I think she was black. No, not the black girl.
Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah,
she was on her. She even was calling him out on his.
His face.
That's who I want on this show, because even with Tyga, who we're talking about today, you know, here's the questions. I understand that you find them trans attractive. Have you ever had sex with a trans woman? Now, what the rumor on the street was, and I don't know this to be true, and in my opinion, I don't even know what the truth is anymore, is that the other woman that was sitting at the table at that interview, the white woman, I can't remember her name, that trans woman and him were an item at some point. I don't know it to be true, but I'm just saying, right?
Yeah,
they were. The honesty that people want from the people that they invest in. These celebrities become packaged brands. We invest. You're NYPD Blue. You're Tyga. Taste. We want to know what you're tasting.
Ooh.
We want to know. Sell us on what you are for real. And that's all people are asking for. And I think in that interview at the Breakfast Club, where they all fell short. And, you know, Charlamagne and Envy and Angela, it was probably a sensitive conversation for them too, because they're not in our community. But I am, you are, and that's where I think we could have asked some different questions. But anyway, whatever. The bottom line is, for all of you that are out there, whether you're laying with a trans woman or a trans man or a man or female or whatever you are, straight, gay, non-binary, this, them, they, just be you and live in your truth, because the reason why Lil Nas X is more famous than all of you right now is because the world who wants to change but is afraid to is getting behind him. Y'all better follow the wave.
I don't see what would be, I mean, if that's his truth, I don't see what damaging things would happen to his brand. I feel like if anything, it would elevate his brand. But I don't know. Look, what people do in their bedroom is really none of my damn business. So,
well, damage, it's mine. But because their business is my business. Okay.
Literally.
Listen, another person whose business